Hello and welcome back to Mindful Musings, changing your thoughts, changing your life. I'm your host Dr. Prakash, committed to exploring how our thoughts influence our well-being. Today, we are diving into a powerful tool that can help us manage our thoughts more effectively. That's mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's happening around us. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings without judging them as good or bad. This non judgmental awareness can help us gain a clearer perspective on our thoughts, especially those negative ones that often go unnoticed but impact our moods and actions. Imagine mindfulness as being like a lighthouse in a stormy area. While the waves crash and the storms rages, the lighthouse stands steady, observing the chaos without getting swept away by it. Mindfulness helps us become like that lighthouse, providing a stable, clear perspective amid the turmoil of our thoughts. Let's see how mindfulness helps manage thoughts. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts as they arise. Instead of being caught up in them or reacting automatically, we can observe them from a distance. This awareness allows us to choose how we respond rather than react impulsively. It also helps us identify patterns in our thinking and recognize when we are falling into negative or unhelpful thought habit. In my practice, I often see patients dealing with stress-related issues. One patient, a nurse, was experiencing significant anxiety due to the high demand of her job and the added pressure of the pandemic. She felt overwhelmed by the thoughts like, I'm failing at my job and I can't handle this stress. These thoughts were not only affecting her mental health, but also her ability to perform at work. We introduced mindfulness exercise into her routine. She started with some simple practices like taking a few minutes each day to focus on her breath, notice her surroundings, or observe her thoughts without getting attached to them. Over time, she noticed a shift. She began to recognize her anxious thoughts as they appeared and could address them without spiraling into panic. She found out that by acknowledging these thoughts without judgment, she could reduce their impact on her moods and stress levels. Let's try a practical mindfulness exercise together. This exercise can be done anywhere, anytime you notice your thoughts becoming overwhelming or negative. Find a quiet space. If possible, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Focus on your breath. Begin by focusing on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. You don't need to change your breathing, just observe it. Observe your thoughts. As you breathe, notice any thought that comes into your mind. Don't try to push them away or hold on to them. Just observe them like clouds passing in the sky. Return to your breath. When you notice your mind has wandered, gently bring your focus back to your breath. This might happen many times, and that's okay. Each time you return to your breath, you are practicing mindfulness. Expand your awareness. After a few minutes, start to expand your awareness to include your body and surroundings. Notice any sensations in your body and the sounds around you. Let's apply mindfulness to a specific thought. Suppose you have the thought, I'm not good enough at my job. First, notice the thought. Acknowledge the thought as it arises. You might say to yourself, I'm having the thought that I'm not good enough at my job. Observe them without judgment. Don't try to argue with the thought or push it away. Just observe it. Notice how it makes you feel and where you feel it in your body. Let it pass. Imagine the thought as a cloud passing by. You don't have to hold on to it or act on it. Just let it pass and bring your attention back to your breath. This practice helps create space between you and your thought, allowing you to respond more calmly and thoughtfully. So, thank you for joining me on this episode of Mindful Musings, Changing Your Thoughts, Changing Your Life. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for managing your thoughts and improving your overall well being. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them, allowing you to respond more effectively to your life's challenges. Here's a quick summary of the exercises for your reference. Find a quiet space and focus on your breath. Observe your thought as they come without judgment. Return to your breath when your mind wanders. Expand your awareness to your body and surroundings. If you have any questions or want to share your experiences, please reach out to me. I love hearing from you and learning about your journey. Until next time, keep observing your thoughts with mindfulness and remember, you have the power to change them. Thank you.